These were people who were, for the most part, not people who helped us in Afghanistan, but that was by the acknowledgement of Alejandro Mayorkas, that they were people who didn't have the special immigrant visas that were given to people who aided us there. And what's noteworthy about the people who were arrested at Fort McCoy is that they said they didn't know that they were violating American law when they molested these young people, because what they did was legal in Afghanistan. And that is an indication and microcosm of the dangers of bringing over Sharia adherent Muslims. They are adherents of a legal system and cultural mores that are radically different from American law, and if we allow this, they will strip protections from all kinds of people who will be their victims.
Okay. This did have serious and tragic consequences, didn't it, by not vetting these folks?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch
This did have serious consequences, not vetting these folks?
Absolutely. Well, that's one example is the Afghans who were arrested at Fort McCoy, but there's also the fact that ISIS, as well as the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, are quite active in Afghanistan. So you bring over a lot of Afghans without any vetting. You're bringing over almost certainly ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and Taliban operatives who believe that they have a responsibility before Allah to wage jihad in the infidel land. And that's going to be something we're going to be seeing the consequences of for years to come.
Okay. What can Congress do to strengthen laws to prevent this type of mass importation of unvetted aliens?
Well, for one thing, vetting would be in order. And that needs to be intelligent and thorough, comprehensive vetting. That is not just, are you a member of a terrorist group, which is what it's been for years, but questions that are much more specific, that will tease out attitudes and then make it a deportable offense to lie when you're answering these questions.
Okay. Any one of the three of you on the right side of me, are we right now actively tracking instances of Sharia law and the patterns of places where it's most prevalent? If I Google it, am I going to find something on that?
To my knowledge, the United States government is not doing that whatsoever. The Center for Security Policy attempted that a couple of decades ago, basically looking through Louisiana appellate cases. They're able to find dozens upon dozens. I've been trying to monitor it. It is very difficult to monitor because first of all, arbitration tribunals are not reported. Most district court cases are not reported at the state level. And properly using the search engines to tease out the cases at the state appellate level is tricky.
The gentleman's over his time. Did the other two want to quickly answer that question since he addressed all three of you? But just quickly, do you know anything additional to add?
That's exactly what I was going to say, that
Okay.
the U.S. government's not doing this.
I think the gentleman from Wisconsin.
Thanks. Might wind up getting results they don't want.
Exactly.
Well, I thank the gentleman from Wisconsin for his question. I thank the witnesses. Thank you for your participation. This concludes today's hearing, and we thank you. Without objection, all members will have 5 legislative days to submit additional written questions for the witnesses or additional materials